Well, 6:49 now, and we are jump-starting your week at a unique variety shop in Portage Park.
Eclection features a mix of locally crafted items, vintage finds, and funky, sustainable fashions. Jackie Kostek is live there right now to give us a look around. It sounds really cool, Jackie.
Ladies, good morning to you. It really is cool, and it stands for Eclectic Collection. So you've pronounced it the correct way. It's Eclection, and I'm here with Julie this morning, who's the owner. Good morning to you.
Hi, good morning. Good morning.
Well, thank you so much for having us. You guys have been open for about 2.5 years, correct? You moved down the stretch. Now you're in a good corner location in Portage Park. Tell me a little bit about the unique eclectic collection that you do have.
Sure. Well, the name is great in summing it up. Because it's a collection of a lot of different things, and it's a collective collection where there are so many different world art, antiques, vintage, seasonal, so it just goes on and on. And we're very strong in featuring local art as well.
You are a self-described hoarder or curator, as you say.
Yeah, both. I have both on my business card, I think.
Okay, so, yeah. I like that. Why is that a good thing in terms of like opening up shop like this?
Well, a good thing is I didn't have to worry about tariffs or where my supply was coming from. I've been collecting it for most of my life.
Oh, wow.
So it's just kind of like going through and digging out what kind of fits in at the time and what I can, what I have room for, because I'm kind of really filling it up. So.
Absolutely. This is one of the coolest spots in the store, and I have to say I've been to a lot of stores around Chicago. I've never seen anything quite like this, but these are actually sort of micro businesses, other small businesses that you've allowed to come into your store and be featured.
Correct. Right. I just charge a nominal fee. I think it's great to give local artists a place to kind of put their stuff out there, other than something online where it's a little impersonal and just kind of you can't really see it or anything like that. So these are, very affordable spots, kind of rotated, and I work with a couple schools, so I've got like one school right now in here. So, I've got a couple other spaces where I feature local artists.
So then students can actually present their art here as well.
They can.
And potentially sell it.
Exactly. Right now we've got Taft High School, and pretty soon we've got Chicago Academy coming in.
Awesome.
So,
awesome.
Yeah, I'm just helping them raise some funds for whatever their cause is.
That is
art.
That is so cool. That is so cool. You've got a bunch of the seasonal stuff up front, but let's take a little bit of a walk back so that we can show off some of the other things. I think one of the other really cool parts about your shop is that you actually have a lot of the products that you used to be able to find at the American Surplus and Science store, correct?
Yes, I salvaged from the salvage store.
Yeah.
Yeah, very exciting. I kind of literally stumbled upon it, and I didn't even realize where I was going at first when I went to into the warehouse, sale.
Yeah.
And when I did, I was like, wow. So I just kind of like got my foot in the door and just kept it there as long as I could. I just kind of had a relationship coming back and getting more trucks full of stuff.
So truly something for everyone in terms of like kids, adults, anybody can find
nerds,
something here.
Gothic, I've got it covered. Vintage, I've got it all. Yeah.
Julie, thank you so much for your time this morning. This is
thanks.
Eclection up in Portage Park. Ladies, back to you.
Right, Jackie, thanks so much.
Well, from vintage treasures to handmade art to sustainable fashions, we are jump-starting your week at a fun shop in Portage Park. Our Jackie Kostek has all the finds for us at this unique store. Jackie, what's going on there?
Marissa, good morning to you from Eclection. This is an awesome shop up in Portage Park. It actually just moved down the street, so it's in a new location, just sort of started out here on the corner, and I'm here with Julie, the owner. Julie, good morning to you.
Hi, good morning again.
Hello. Good morning. Okay, so tell me a little bit about the story, because I know you started down the street and then moved to this corner shop just a little bit ago.
A couple years ago, I was just a few doors down. I was there a little bit over a year, and the corner became available, and I right away called my landlord, like, hey, who's in there? Can I get in there?
Yes.
It looked a little bigger, but I knew it had a basement, so I'm like, I'm all about that. So let me get in there and fill it up.
Absolutely.
And so it was affordable, and I was able to come and just kind of move everything down a few doors, like in the middle of winter with carts and dollies and help,
For sure.
My husband did a lot, but we got here and just kind of been building it up and making it what it is.
I was going to say, and part of what you filled the shop up with is at least one section is from the American Science and Surplus store that a lot of folks knew and loved. It had been around for almost 100 years in the city of Chicago. It still does have 2 locations. But tell me a little bit about that story and why you wanted to bring in sort of part of their collection here.
Right, well, I just didn't even realize what I was doing at the time. I just kind of stumbled into it, and then when I realized that where it was and the history of it, I kind of went back and researched the story of Al Ubers and how it came to be, and I was like, wow, just the whole spirit of the place, like fun and functional and educational and not taking itself too serious. So I just went and got what I could. I mean, at this point it was a salvage because the stuff was destined for I don't know where, I don't think a good place. So I just started going and getting as much as I could. And I just knew to be able to preserve that and bring it back would be great. I didn't have this middle section before, so I closed for the month of January and set this up, and I'm still incorporating. There's still lots in storage, but we're getting there. So, you know, every day's a new adventure.
Awesome, awesome. And I'm sure they were so happy to see their branding and some of their items see new life.
Well, yeah, I haven't been able to get hold of the owner that had the last one there. I sent him an email. I'm sure he's a busy person. I don't know. I'm hoping to meet him sometime. But I did reach out to the one in Milwaukee and Geneva, and said, is it okay if I use your name? I've got some of your stuff. I've got some of these things here, like historical papers that I'd like to share with you, some stuff that I salvaged from there. So, and talked to them, the two women, and they were just like, sure, please let people know we're still here. And they are still there, and they're still doing great stuff. So,
awesome.
but I was glad to get what I could and save it here in the Chicago area.
Absolutely. Julie, thank you so much for your time this morning. This is Eclection, again, up in Portage Park. Next hour, we're going to show you some of the spiritual section. They have tarot cards, a bunch of different books, crystals, and she's actually going to start making her own oils soon as well, essential oils, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay, cool. Marissa, back to you.
Lots to see and lots of history there, too. Jackie, thank you so much.
Well, from rescued treasures to gag gifts and things you won't find anywhere else, Eclection is a fun and unusual shop in Portage Park. Our Jackie Kostek has all the finds in this variety store. Hey, Jackie, I can't wait to see what you're showing us this hour.
Dana, good morning to you. Well, I just heard all of the stories about Easter coming up, and so this is actually a perfect place to come for some new Easter decor or to fill up an Easter basket. We'll show you some of the tables up front that have some of the seasonal items. But first, I'm here with Julie, the owner here. Good morning to you, Julie.
Hi, good morning. Good morning.
Okay, so we're actually going to talk a little bit about the local artists' work that you showcase here. Why is it so important to you first to showcase the work of local artists?
I just think it's great for people to have an outlet, no matter, you know, if you're just starting out or something you've been passionate about, to just be able to put it out there where people can kind of see it and pick it up and examine it.
Yeah.
To add some personal touch to it when a world has become far too impersonal.
Yeah.
And I think art is just life. I think I think we all have something creative in us, and I think that it is great to be able to have an outlet to show that, and something affordable, local, and that you can kind of pass it on and share it with other people.
Beautiful and unique pieces. Let's talk a little bit about some of the work that you see behind us. We've got some jewelry. What else can you find sort of in this case?
Different things. These are some of my artisans that have been with me probably from the beginning. Roth and Roll does some beaded, intricate work, and different things, different
keychains and ornaments, right?
Different things,
Yep.
And Barbazelle here does some dioramas and some shell decor and jewelry as well. And she's a retired librarian in the neighborhood here, Portage Park.
Okay.
And Roth and Roll's from Rogers Park.
I love it.
And down here is Glitz, which is recycled jewelry, beads, and findings. And she is in Norwood Park. Actually, my godmother. Shout out to Kumavera.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And she's been doing this for a while. So yeah, so she finds things and kind of repurposes them. So there's a sustainability there too, which is a great, also in art, to have sustainability and put it forward. So
for sure. Yeah. Julie, let's take a little bit of a walk back and show off some of the other spaces that you have the work of local artists. Obviously, like here in the center, but I think it's really cool what you've done with the cubbies over in that section of the store, because those are almost micro businesses where artists can come and really carve out their own space inside of your store.
Yeah, so those are like a little affordable spaces. I call them the cubby cubes, and those the rent is nominal, just to kind of get people exposure, a little self-confidence, and put something out there. These are some more of our local artists. We've got Inglewood Essentials that does soaps and candles, and we've got
which smell amazing.
Eldridge Creations, which she's a young artist here. She makes her own clothes. She makes everything DIY, completely recycled materials, from aluminum cans to makes her own binders for journals and stuff like that.
Cool.
So just a lot of fun, interesting things. And
awesome.
so I try to represent most of the artisans on this small table as well as in the front window. And then over here is where we have the cubbies available.
Awesome. Well, Julie, thank you so much for your time. I did want to show off some of the Easter things as well, because we mentioned those off the top. But these are really unique pieces that you really can't find anywhere else. So come here for the decor or to fill up your Easter basket for your kiddos or your grandkids. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They're darling. Julie, thank you so much for your time. This is Eclection up in Portage Park. Dana, back to you.
All right, Jackie, thanks so much.
Well, today we're getting you jump-started at a quirky shop on Chicago's North Side, and it is full of surprises.
The Ecclection Variety Store has a wide range of sustainable products, vintage finds, and art from local creators.
That's right. Our Jackie Kostek joining us live from the store in Portage Park with a look at how it's providing a space for local artists, too. Hey, Jackie.
Ladies, good morning to you. Well, we're going to show off the fashion finds in just a moment, but you mentioned that there really is something for everyone, and that's true. I just found a salt and pepper shaker of a little married couple, which is so cute, so I might have to pick that up on my way out, but I'm here with the owner this morning, Julie Aileen. Julie, good morning to you.
Good morning.
This is really cool. You also have a whole section of things that you sort of you salvaged from the American Science and Surplus store that just closed a little while ago, which is really cool, but kind of give me an overarching description of what you have in here.
In general, or just right here?
Yeah, just in general.
A wide variety. We've got something for people of all ages. If you're interested in science, spirituality, home decor, fashion, we've got you covered. You know, we've got greeting cards and everything in between.
Yes, some great jewelry too. Let's take a walk back. We're going to show off the fashion finds. You have graphic tees, you've got dresses, you've got tops, you've got a lot of boots, a lot of different shoes. Amazing collection in here, but of new and vintage finds.
Yeah, all different types of things. A lot of dark clothing. We do tend to go towards the gothic.
Okay.
We got the young crowd in here, which is great. We've got some fun T-shirts. So we've got a mix of all different types of things. We try to keep everything very affordable. Some of it is new, some of it is not. Sustainable fashion and just kind of some recycling and keeping it around.
Your daughter Zora is dressed currently head to toe in clothes from Eclection. She's in the dressing room. We're going to have her come out. Zora, come on out and model your outfit. And Julie, ooh, yes. Okay, head to toe. I love the look. She also has some really cool art pieces that are in her hair. So you have to take a look at the sort of coiled art in her hair. Tell me a little bit about her outfit.
Sure. Well, this is my daughter Zora. She's got a piece in her art. She has twisted trinkets. That's her little creation. She has a little cubby here in the front.
Yes.
And she just kind of came in this morning and grabbed a few things that caught her eye. So she put together, you know, a vintage shirt from probably the 80s, a silk scarf, another scarf that she fashioned as a skirt itself on top of her skirt, so lots of layering happening. A star belt that's probably, I'm guessing, from maybe the 80s.
Yes.
And this funky purse, and the 90s are back, ladies, so, you know, this is stuff that you thought.
The 90s are so back because as the perfect evidence is all of the Doc Martens that are up on the shelf.
Yeah, well, they never
They're
went
so
out.
Back.
They never went out.
That's true.
They'll be cool in 20 years.
They'll
so
be
get them,
cool.
and you're probably still the same pair, so that's what's good about that.
A good investment piece. Julie, you also have events every third Thursday of the month, an opportunity for local artists to come out and just residents of Portage Park and the other communities around here to come together, right?
Exactly. I call it Third Thursdays. It's about socializing and building community. I invite some of our local artisans in. Everyone is welcome to come. I put out some snacks, some drinks, and it's just a social event to kind of get together and talk about whatever you want to talk about and to have a few laughs, and it's always a nice gathering. And we weren't doing it regularly, but now we're calling it Third Thursday, so we'll be doing it every third Thursday of the month.
I love it.
And a free event from 6 to 9 p.m. And stop in, visit us.
Check it out.
Exactly. You can find us online at Eclection.com.
Julie, thank you so much for your time this morning, and congratulations on building up this business. You're just in your second, third year right now, which is pretty awesome. Julie, thank you.
It.
Ladies, this is Eclection in Portage Park. Back to you.
All right, Jackie, thank you so much.
How cool is that?
Yeah.